Nintendo Direct just happened September 12th, yesterday. Plus, there's a new 21 Pilots and Maruja album, and the revolution is in full force. So let's talk about some video games. The Metroid Prime 4 announcement, in my opinion, was the biggest thing, even if it wasn't the final or closer or the big announcement that they did at the end of it, like it was for the new Fire Emblem. But we're finally getting a release date, December 4th this year. Let's go. By the way, Hollow Knight fans, that's what it's like to wait almost 2 decades rather than just almost 1. Now, the Fire Emblem announcement at the end seemed to piss a lot of people off. It seemed like a lot of people were a little bit upset that Fire Emblem was the big announcement. I've seen some people happy with this. I've seen some people pretty upset with this. Obviously, that always happens in the video game scene. Nobody is ever happy, ever. But I think it is pretty good news for Fire Emblem fans that they are finally getting a new entry in the franchise. I think it's good when any video game franchise gets a new entry, because that means that there are still people willing to work on those games. There's still a market for those games. There's still a fandom for those franchises. It's never a bad thing when a franchise gets another game, unless it's Assassin's Creed. There's also this Animal Crossing type Pokemon game. I think it was called Pokemon Pokopia. Pokken Tournament. I don't know if the people that worked on that game are any of the same people that worked on the recent Animal Crossing game, or any Animal Crossing game for that matter. But it looks vaguely interesting, I suppose. We also got a sneak peek at the upcoming sequel to the Mario movie, which is actually just called the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Hold on, I gotta check my sources here, make sure I'm right on that. Per usual, I was correct. And then, of course, the Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 bundle. It's kind of like a remaster, but for Switch 2. And I think this is a good thing to make Mario Galaxy 2, which in my opinion is the better Mario Galaxy game, a little bit more accessible for the people that never got to play it. There is also a new Yoshi game. A brand new Yoshi game, finally. I think it's been... I feel like the last Yoshi game was a while ago. Wasn't it Woolly World in 2015 on the Wii U? Per usual. But there's so many games, a lot of Nintendo IPs, that feel like they've had new games more recently than they actually have, because of the amount of ports from the Wii U onto the Switch. So like, what's an example? Captain Toad. That is not a new-ish game within the past 5 years. That game came out in 2015. It's a decade old, and you are old as well. I think the strangest thing, not the show, announced in the Nintendo Direct was the Virtual Boy. Not the fact that Virtual Boy is coming to NSO, more so the fact that they are releasing another Virtual Boy accessory for Virtual Boy on NSO, and then also a cardboard one. I don't really know what to say about that. Power Wash Simulator 2. Now that's the actual big announcement, okay? Resident Evil 9 is coming to Switch 2. There was also some news about a couple of remakes, like the Fatal Frame 2 remake, and not a remaster. No. A remake. In case you forgot, Persona 3 Reload is coming to Switch 2. It was announced in the last Direct, but they wanted to make sure that you remembered. Because you'll never see it coming. There was a lot of DLC announced, but can I ask why we're announcing DLC before a game even releases? You know, this is actually the state of modern video games, how everybody knows that major titles are going to inevitably get DLC. So instead of releasing the game, waiting a little bit, then adding extra content that people want, they were like, how about we have that content finished, but we make people pay extra for it? I hate DLC as a concept. I cannot stand DLC as a concept, especially paid DLC. Nothing pisses me off more than DLC that you have to pay for. It's stupid, and I don't get it. That is everything announced at the September 12th, 2025 Nintendo Direct. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. I appreciate you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe so I can eat my dog. Peace.